I don't like how this looks like. Very blurry. Not sure why. Uh, Maybe I like. Remember, we have the problem of um, oh, we have the problem of painting. We have two issues. One issue and one problem, one task. The issue is that the color, I would say, is the same, and we want this to be another color. And the task is to draw the weapon angle. Perhaps in this video we are not going to make any progress, but we are uh, at least understand more geometry, which is great. Let's try to solve this color issue. What? Uh, what's happening? Okay, flower. We have the color violet. Let's choose a very different color, red. Okay, now it's obvious. We have yellow, dog style, begin yellow in the inner circle, yellow, the radius one circle, all is blue. This should be another one. Let's try to use this. I don't think this is necessary. Hmm. Well, we have solved the issue. We have so the bullets will be red because it's like very strong color. So let's for the weapon, let's choose tomato. It's orange. I don't like that. Okay, we solved the issue. Now the task, drawing the weapon, which will be like another. This line should be over here, and another line over here. Hopefully you are able to hear me. Yes. Mm, Look at it. Look how it's resizing. We need to solve that. I don't like that. I never thought that this game would be that hard to implement. Okay, we need to find points on this, the points that are contained on this circle. But October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 8 months ago. Again, I was, well, this is nothing wrong because I finished the geometry book, so no complaints here. But I was trying to exemplify, well, to write some playgrounds for geometry, and I asked the following question on exchange, and they provide me with a way in which you can find all the points within a line given two endpoints. Let's use this. Um, you have two endpoints, one, two, and the person that answered me, uh, thank you by the way, provide me with an insight on how to. Likely this is procrastination. What I want to explain you. We all this formula that this guy gives, and this person showed me, tells you how given these two endpoints, P and Q, how you can find all the ones that are in here. Well, there are infinitely many points in here, so be aware of that. But it can give you lots of points in this line if you're moving something along this line, you can generate the points and put a condition on only the points on this line, which is great. Now we need to see if we can apply this same concept for a circle. The problem, if we have an origin, center of origin over here, for example, and you draw a radius over here, you can find all the points on this line, most of the points. But I'm not sure if this applies. If we can take this radius and put it over here, for example, this will be a short. And the book, it is an elementary book on geometry. I love that book. I will read it again for sure. I really love that book. If you think mathematics aren't for you, that's the book you want to read. Geometry by Tatiana Alexeyevskaya Helfand. Hopefully you are able to see it. Well, I remember from this book that you can rotate this point over an angle alpha. You can do this with the geometry presented in that book. And since I don't want to adopt this method for the circle, because this is good too if you are able to translate this line over this point and end on this point, you will still have your weapon that you want to draw. Look at this. You end with the same idea that we want to implement. Well, I don't want to translate that. For me, it seems like more easy to rotate this point up, on some angle A. We still have the problem of how to choose the first point. This one. We need to find that first point. I'm looking for the rotation. This book is beautiful. Mathematics are beautiful. It requires lots of thinking. Perhaps for you this is easy. Maybe you're seeing something that I'm not seeing. Let us think. We have the radius. I wish I can be more faster, but these are mathematical stuff that I haven't revisited or learned in my entire life. We draw from the center of the circle a radius, because we have the radius, to let's suppose we have this, just the center of the circle, and I want to draw this. It will be 8 minus radius and k. Let's try that. Okay, something. Okay, okay, we have our first line. But now I want to rotate this. Now I can, now we can, There is a glossary over here, but there is no index. I am touching my fingers, and I remembered the name of the. I'm not sure this book is have the name of the roads from Umberto Eco language. Spoiler alert! Please turn down the volume if you don't know. If you haven't read the book, and you want to, and you plan to read it. It's a good one. One, I'm going to say the commentary 1, 2, 3, and then signaling again, so you can turn up the volume again. 1, 2, 3. So the people were dying because the pages of the book were poisoned. So people who loves knowledge were eager because books were like precious thing in the Middle Age. So they were, doing this, and they were dying. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back. Hopefully you didn't hear the spoiler. It's a good book. This is painfully slow. Today I didn't plan to run later because today I ate a lot, and I don't know what happened to me today. Something was wrong with me today. Even when I lost considerable weight, lost considerable weight. And here's the rotation. No, still, this is a good explanation, but this is not what we need. It is more like it doesn't involve any algebra, so we need to like be René Descartes. You know that guy from France, the guy who joined combined geometry with algebra. We will need to be René Descartes in like 20 minutes and come up with the equations involved. We can do that, but not in 20 minutes, some days. But also thinking and experimenting and trying ideas. Well, I don't want for you to watch all that process. So we need to see more things. I have duplicated. We need another move too, because the point moved. And now we are also understanding this Canvas API. Okay. The problem is that we don't want this angle. We don't want the weapon to be this wide, at least at the beginning. Maybe if the person upgrades the ship uh, melancholy, he can end with this whiteness. But at the beginning, it should be less, like in the middle. How do we find another point over here? Well, also, we need to find the angle bisector of these two for the missiles or bullets to be thrown. If we draw a square, because these uh, are the same length, if we draw a square, with this, then we can draw the diagonal, and we have the center of the diagonal. Square. This is a ruler. Okay, we have a sphere which is a parallelogram, and now we have the center of the parallelogram. Oh my god. We have the center of the parallelogram. Oh no, my theory is not correct. I was thinking that if we find the midpoint of this part, this diagonal, I mean, this is the diagonal, but this is like, this is an isosceles triangle, so the midpoint of the altitude or angle bisector, it will be perhaps over here. So perhaps that's the way to calculate the 1 point, and we can have some kind of 45 and 45 angle. I'm not sure. It seems so. How can we calculate this point in the with not too many steps involved? We can draw this chord. We have this. We can draw the parallel. We will have to find the center and then find the midpoint of this. It's a lot of work. Perhaps there is another way. Okay, we have one. I'm going to perform some calculations with this. It's 2 is 12. 100 if 500. We use 500. We need to take care of that. If the radius is too large, the spaceship won't be visible. Now what? Okay. 100 and 100. Radius 212. I always try to put the date. 26 May Okay, she's 100. It was so they did nothing. They just took away the square root. So with this power, this thing remains the same. Remained the same. I think I would like to revisit algebra. This is important. It's everywhere. You know. Let's test this point. I'm testing for this point in circle equation. Okay, this is more like math and mathematics video than a video game design video. Uh, Probably this should be called mathematics involved in video game implementation. There are some game engines already constructed, but remember we opted probably this is the last time because uh, we need to take advantage of the tools already there. No? But I'm doing this to show the struggle behind a product, and if you are like, when I was like many years ago curious about game game development. Uh, try to show a video that hey, Caleb from I don't know 10 years ago, no more, 15 years ago. It requires a lot of hours and lots of trial and error, and of course, be willing to try. So we ended giving this article. We ended with the equation x minus 100 squared going to actually save this one because to test this theory because I'm I'm thinking that perhaps this middle point of this middle diagonal, mid diagonal, it is on the circle, and now you will have this sector. Yes, it's called sector. This book didn't went too far. This study. Uh, and I remember rushing at the end. I don't know why. So please don't. Com good book completion is it shouldn't be your goal. But you know, uh, probably you would know this. But if you need someone to say to you, there is a book, Introduction to Mathematical Thinking, in which Kate Devlin says, "Don't rush." But of course, you can conclude that same idea. If you need like an authority, and he's an authority, he's from Stanford University, to tell you, well, there is a book in which an authority says, don't rush, understand. But of course, you can conclude the same idea after lots of failing lots of times. I think it's inside the circumference. We need to prove this. I want to write some code to prove this, but perhaps now that I'm thinking even better, we can prove geometrically. But I am not like a mathematician. I don't, again, Caleb again. I don't even have a job. So it's hard, really hard to study with the financial pressure. Probably you know this. And back to our thing. Let's use another chalkboard. Any any image will do. We ended. Let's use this. According to these fellows, we have this x for our case minus 100 square plus y minus y 100 and 100. This is the center of our circle. Remember from the code. Where's my link code? Okay, 100 and 100 equals radius, which is 12. We print this value 12 square, and 12 square is 144. Then we did some elementary algebra, and which I'm going to revisit. Now I am convinced that algebra is the way to go. Now I am solved out. Algebra is the way to go. Oh my God, the guitar again. Oh boy. I always forget, well, not always, the guitar to. Well, let's finish this and then we will move the guitar. Okay, so X for us is hero chord minus hero radius 2, which is 88. Be you're saying this algebra, you need algebra in every single branch, unless you're doing geometry without only by the sake of geometry, which is beautiful. But if you move in the time in our the history of humankind, human being, you will need algebra. And then this is 100. Take a look. We don't change. So this will become 0. Now that sounds, I don't know. Sorry for this painfully slow. I wish I can be more faster, but this happens when you don't do some what's on what's off prior to some performance live show. But these live shows are not for me to shine and rise, are for you to see the real thing. But people loves performances. Okay, so do your thing, and this of course will be 0 square 0. So if you do this, you will end with 144. Now I'm not caring about this thing. And what does this tell you? This tells you that this point is past the test of this equation, and this point is on the circle. 2 minutes ago, I said circumference, as I should say circle. Mm, well, in fact, I'm not, not sure what did I say. Okay, now we can write some code to test to see if some given point is on the circle or not. For example, we can code this idea and test for this point with this equation that now we have. Okay, but perhaps someone in internet already. I'm not looking for a library, and there's nothing wrong using libraries. Well, I'm not. I am interested instead on a way to come up. Well, let's use this to come up with all of these, all possible values of y, x, and y. I would like to have a way to generate is infinite. No, but there will be a sample sufficiently good of all these points. And then we can pick or choose two of them randomly, and we can generate our weapon uh, without without any major issue. That would be great. I'm not doing that right now. We can do it, but will take us days. And to be honest, I want to finish this concept of this, yeah, proof of concept of this game, video game. Simple, very simple proof of concept, so I can move to another books, ideas, or maybe game engines, proper other stuff, or maybe another proof of concept for other video game. Well, I like this. I should spend the entire day with this and stop wandering around too many information. Allow me 5 minutes to move the guitar. I don't want this to be screwed. Be right back. Back. So if you want to take one thing from this video, let that one thing be algebra. I for sure will take that very seriously now. Is it late for me? No, we can die at any given moment, so perhaps it's always late. If you want to see some fatalist point of view, you are always one step of being dead. Um, but let's not be fatalist. Let's be positive. And it's not late for you. It's never late. Again, if you are dying, it's late. But if you're alive, it's not late. I mean, these things have been with us like how many years? 1,000 years? Algebra? I don't remember. What are we going what are we going to do right now? Because we have several ideas. We have our equation. We have a weighted test for to see if any given point xy is in the circle. We have an equation, but let's suppose you choose points from every single possible point in this plane and start testing this point. Is this point in the circle? And you say something like this in your program. In your program. Or choose randomly xy in this plane. This call it P1. Does P1 is in the circle given our equation? No. Choose another one. Remember we need to uh, no, 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 no. It's randomly chosen. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes. Again. No, 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 no. Yes. This time we were looking. We were lucky. And it will be slow and it will be white.
Ya me voy.
¿Ya se va a su casa?
Sí, ya me voy a mi casa. No voy a pasar por aquí porque me traje mi Doberman.
Toby.
Mi Toby sí me lo traje.
Está bien. Ya van a ser las 6.
Ya pues.
Pero ahorita debe pasar al Toby por aquí.
Después de lo tengo ya. No, pero está listo, pues, todo lo va.
Mhm. It will be slow and the angle you won't have control of the angle because you will say if the angle is too wide, choose another point. And this happened to me in tic-tac-toe. I solved it with a list of valid points. So I will like solving. Okay, so I would like to have the points over. Given a circle, how do you come up with all these points? I mean, there is infinitely many points, at least with a bunch of them. Perhaps, let's suppose you're an expert watching this. You know already that is, perhaps you know some simple solution. Saying things like, hey, but you just don't have an idea on what you're talking about. We are constructing the knowledge. You can, as Judea Pearl says, you can derive that knowledge of your own. But it seems like, I don't know. How can we how can we come up with all the points in this circle? What other things are available for circles? I suppose in this place trigonometry comes handy. I have all the books in this series, 5 of them, because apparently Israel Helfand wanted to for a calculus book to be written in this same flavor and some probability. But my God, imagine a calculus book written in the flavor of this book. Oh my God. By constructing the ideas, by working from simple, very simple concepts until you are achieving, arriving to the higher ideas or complex ideas and the reasoning behind the why of any given theorem. Imagine a book on calculus that we have. There are glimpses of calculus in this book. I mean, in the algebra book of this. And for me, it was a logical consequence of calculus. Calculus seems like something that, like a necessity, something like it was like longing to be discovered. I wish I have 12 years old and having these books. On 1990, when I was a kid, having access. This book was published in 2020, but having these sorts of books that works in your confidence, that invites you to try very little, and that is the philosophy of Israel and Helva. If people, every single person in the world gives some, you show them that they can give baby steps, they will start to like that feeling and start digging more and more. And with mathematics, that's not happening apparently. So people are fleeing from mathematics. I don't know why. There is one single page on this on sectors. There is something in here about the length of an arc. I'm really enjoying this because it's mathematics instead of game. It's just, I like coding by the way, but I don't. When I build entire systems, I got paid. I building entire systems without getting paid. But this is a proof of concept, and I was sure that there will be some value in terms of mathematical knowledge. Uh, mm, yeah, if you're not getting paid and you need to keep your coding skills in good shape, maybe you can solve book exercises because they are sandboxes. Like you can do it in 6 hours, but an entire system, really an entire system. But the guy that wrote Linux, it was a project. Like I suppose he was a student, so I don't know. There was something. I wish I know all of this back in the day. Okay, there is something in here about the length of an arc. Let's suppose we measure the length of the arc. That won't give us a way to find a point on that segment. And this is all related to circles in here. I don't have any more access to other mathematics. So let's use the internet. We already used the internet for the equation of a circle. On, let's be here 10 minutes more and then I should finish the stream. Mm, what's this? You're making some changes to your experience. Okay. Uh, Let's search the web. My points. And in a circle, on a circle. Now that I see this, there's another book, Trigonometry. I certainly need to take a look. Okay, this is asking, this guy is asking the thing that we want. Okay, now what? How do you find points on a circle given its center, radius, and angle measure? The exact detail will depend on how well the angle measure reference point. But given the circle center is C, which radius is R, and work with the angle measure puts 0 bar the angle is the angle. And point you want to find is XY. Imagine a right triangle with hypotenuse R. On the side opposite theta will be the change in y values theta y, and the side adjacent will be the change in x values theta delta x. X equals h plus delta x equals x. Therefore, x equals 8 plus radius times cosine theta. Likewise, y equals Robert Anderson, former mediocre engineer, author, has uh, uh, XD and articles x coordinate plus r cosine theta. The best book on the Helpman series is Geometry. The second one is Function and Graph. I haven't read Methods of Coordinate. So this is a former mediocre engineer. This is uses Boss America. Okay, so let's use this guy answer. And the dogs went crazy. Let's test this thing. Since we have since we have since we have this one, let's test for this. This is a 90 degrees angle. Why did they choose radians? For convenience. Okay, now what? Read. Okay, just like 上です。Documentation is H, what's H 100. Hundred plus 12. 100 12. This is not good. This is not good. Mm. This is amazing. Can you believe this? This 90 degrees angle is 100 because it is in this same coordinate, 88. This point is unlike in some trigonometry. Now it's obvious. I shall just continue my review with elementary mathematics and I will get there and continue to do this game thing because in this game area is one and you can see mathematics very you know applied. It's the same. Oh yeah, I know. I think I'm not getting something. This is nothing. I mean, of course, this is like, of course, this is like, mhm. Yes. Where's the life? What's this? Yes. I'm not saying my health. I'm not sure why you're not saying my health. Why you are not saying me? We have a problem here because this is 94 and this is 110 and we don't have this there is no 88 over here or 100, so there's something wrong. There should be something wrong with this. Let's use 0. Okay, 700 and 0. That's cool. So this point should be the test and double double boolean x minus 100. Oh, one. Apparently, this will be in the circle. I don't know. Okay, this is 0, right? The one we just put angle 0. Where is it? Okay, here. Cosine of 0 and sine of 0, we get this, which is here. So what's this? What's this? This doesn't look good. Uh, 94 and 110. I know these are float numbers, but let's try with integrals. Double numbers. I knew it. I knew it. It doesn't looks good. $110. Okay, it is over here, but it seems like the rotation is happening in this way, or this is not a 90-degree angle. .6.7. So the question was, the question is like, this is amazing, this question. They give this this mediocre guy, he's calling himself like that. See, this former mediocre guy, he just put the answer, like. But this guy explained some reasoning behind. But I'm not trash talking this guy because he's doing some arrow and some, some graphical stuff over here. But yeah, this is great. We did accomplish our things for today, for this session. Namely, we changed the color, the issue of the weapon, and we also now we are able to draw this weapon. Now we need to find the angle bisector of this thing. After that, we need to at last program the touch event, which will be another hour of tinkering. And I I would like I would like to continue this for today. I just realized that I need to really focus on three things at most. And mathematics will be one of the tabs for sure. Mathematics enable you to do this kind of stuff. Well, you can get along, you can get away by using, I don't know, whatever thing you would like to use, and you can find answers on the internet that we just did, and we will continue to do that. Also, we can use some AI tools to ask for answers. But still, I want to enjoy some mathematics discoveries on B on OW, OW, IAWE. This is like a millennia field of study. I'm not going to lose the opportunity to be alive and study mathematics. That's not gonna happen. So mathematics is here to stay. Now I get two slots. Programming is a thing that I've been doing for many years, so I'm not worried about that. Of course, it's necessary to do some bad stuff from time to time, but I'm not too worried about that. Since I have failed some job interviews for time constraints, perhaps I will practice some coding challenges on platforms. I wish I can avoid that, but that's the way the industry is. And now I will continue to do this because it enables the exercise of coding and mathematics. What else? Now I have one single source, probably discrete mathematics or logic, and that will be all. From time to time, I will dive into some technologies like Spring or CSS. But yeah, I suppose I now have a study plan, which was uh, revealed on this video. So I congratulate myself for coming along with this idea, coming up with this idea. Yeah, but now I am wondering why this is the 90 degrees, 0 degrees, 90 degrees. I was thinking it would be at least here, but it moved to not, I don't know. Let's do some 45 degree before leaving to take a walk and call it our day. Calling it a day. Where is it? 45 degrees. So this number again. But now it will be 6. 110.21. So Okay, y will be in the same. It will be at this 106. Yes, this is more like it. So it is rotating clockwise. Or 90 degrees. It was too much. Some oh, maybe 106.3. Uh, 121. Oh my God. Maybe this is affect. Yes, these two are 45 degrees. I was thinking this 90 degrees would be. This can be the bullet. We'll see. So 45, 90. So where will be 180? 180 should be here. Ninety-two point 81. 9038. This is not necessary for the game development, but I like it. So this is 90, and this is another 90, you see. And I wonder why, I was thinking the 80 degree will be 180 will be located here, but already I don't have the book in here, but I would like to. My God, how can I study all these books? But yet this is great. We did it. We ended with the solution. Remember, what we said at the beginning. At some point, we mentioned that we won't be making progress in the game in this session, but we will be doing some mathematics And that's what we just did. You saw the images. We ended having this function on the Scala. And we solved the issue of the colors, and we have our method now that allow us to radius to the circle, to find points on the circle with the angle that we want. We don't arrive to the answer by ourselves. We could do it by ourselves in a month from now, 2 months from now, if we tackle trigonometry. Uh, but that would be a burden, you know, for you to watch live that discovering a way to find points on a single circle. So we used the internet, the classical way, search engine. We can probably wish we could use some AI system, but for me the answer was okay. And you're seeing on the screen the results. We have different colors and radius. For in the next session, hopefully tomorrow, or I'm not sure, maybe later to this day, I don't know. We will have ways to make the bullets, and we have the issue of not a big deal. This I'm not holding my. Perhaps we don't. Like we won't be fixing this resizing at the beginning. So next in our next session, we will throw in bullets and moving these things along the x-axis because in the level one, which is the proof of concept, uh, the other ships will be arrived on this way, this, this. We will have three directions of shooting in three directions over this, and this. Or maybe the entire ranch, I don't know. But we won't be moving this spaceship over here because we don't want to make full rotations of throwing missiles. At least in the first level, if this thing continue, we will add more levels. I think I have wasted my entire life, but I have read lots of books. I'm not regretting anything, but I could do it better. Perhaps, I don't know. I'm not blaming myself. I'm not. There are some other factors that were present in my life. So yeah, let's call it a day with this session. And I'm going to take a walk and some guitar playing, maybe some mathematics. Then only after that, some guitar playing. The problem with mathematics is that the need for me to revisit some elementary high school mathematics is obvious. And I will say that for like the entire population of the world. But I am recognizing my necessity. I don't know how to decide which one of the five books will be. And then some guitar playing, and then some sequel. I don't know. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully, in our next session, we will be able to make now some real progress in order to no extend this proof of concept too much. I won't be explaining or trying to understand some concepts because otherwise we will never end. We will never finish. So if I want to understand, I will read the books. At this point, I want to finish this proof of concept to pass to another proof of concept or liberate this because now that I have started this, I want to finish it. That's all. Thank you very much and have a good one. Bye. Have a good week ahead. Have a good week ahead.